I live in an old house, and I have lived in it my whole life. The house is over 100 years old, and my family is not the original owner of the property. At least a couple more families that we never really met or knew have lived in it through the years. I imagine that has to do somehow with my story. When I was 4 or 5 years old, I remember having walked in the middle of the night towards my mother's bedroom and told her to help me get rid of some kids. Kids I was convinced were making noises and playing on top of my father's pillow, which I had borrowed earlier that evening. Oh my, how I loved that pillow. Half asleep, half awake, she gave me this hesitant look as if deciding between holding me in her arms, telling me that it was all just a dream and that I had nothing to worry about, or coming back with me to my room. After a full minute of considering her thoughts, she stood up, held my hand, and walked me back. I recall her moving in front of me, slowly but steadily, her lips moving faintly as if reciting something. What was she saying? I never asked, and I'll never know. Once in my room, unsurprisingly, there was no sign of the kids I had seen earlier. But once again my mother, instead of showing disappointment at me for needlessly having waken her up, she stood firmly in front of my bed and spoke. "Please let my daughter sleep alone and be gone. We do not want you here anymore." Anymore, she said. Why would she say that? Had this happened before? Not to me, obviously, but to someone else? Now that I think about it, it's as if there was something that she knew already, something I was experiencing for the first time. What happened afterwards was going to stay engraved in my mind since that night. After addressing the kids on the pillow, my mother turned to me and assured me that they were already gone because they were good kids, very obedient and well behaved, that I could go back to sleep. She gave me her blessing, recited the Lord's Prayer, tucked me in, kissed me good night as always, and left the room. I fell asleep in an instant. It was when I woke up the next morning that the consequences of that night were visible all over my body. I opened my eyes feeling a sore pain. I had small dark bruises on my legs, arms and upper back, along with fresh red-looking scratches on my shoulders, as if I had been attacked by something or someone on my sleep. My mother, after seeing the dire state of my body, took off and brought holy water from the local church, spread it all over my room, while at the same time imploring the Lord to care for us, to protect us, and to get rid of the bad spirits, she said. Spirits. Well, I never saw the kids again or experienced anything in the years that passed after that incident in my bedroom. At least not until this morning. The bruises are back, The scratches are redder and deeper, and I notice the purple marks of grown-up hands around my neck. I know that I am not delusional, because I experienced this before in my childhood. But this time, my mother is no longer here with me. She passed away several years ago, and I live alone in the family house. I don't know what to do or what will happen. I truly haven't told anyone but you anything, and I am very scared and confused. Is this the beginning of something that my mother knew well and could control somehow? Will I be able to do the same and keep whatever roams this house at bay? Or will I fall prey to the loneliness and to the fear? Wait, did you hear that? Is that laughter? Kids' laughter.